Hey everybody, it's Dennis again. So today we are going to talk about step 8. Step 8. Made a list of people we have harmed. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to tell you why. The problem most people have with step 8 is they put it together with step 9. And they do go together. But the problem is the step 9 is not the same as step 8. It's well, let's talk about step 9 when we get to step 9. Because step 9 is actually one of the bigger, scarier steps. But step 8 is not. Step 8 is just making a list. And you need to just keep it at that. All you're doing is making a list. And you know what? The list is in pencil. Or chalk or something that you know can be just quickly erased or added to or whatever. It's a list, okay? The thing is here is it's people that we have harmed. Now, we run into the problems on the list is because sometimes we'll look at our history and say, oh, I made a big ass out of myself here and I feel so embarrassed and it was in front of these people and I need to apologize to these people. But did you really harm these people or are you just really embarrassed? You know, is it your ego that got hurt or did you actually hurt someone? That's an important distinction when you're doing this list. The list is people that you have harmed. And I know a lot of people say, oh, and I put myself at the top of the list. And fine. I'm not big on that whole trying to find forgiveness within yourself because this whole thing that we're doing, the sobriety, the steps and all that, that should just naturally happen. You're going to naturally get more okay with yourself and forgive yourself for some of the things. I don't forgive myself for everything I did. That's another video, I guess. But anyway, the point being, who did you harm, right? For me, there were some specific people that I really did harm. One was in the workplace. You know, I did make a, you know, I was not working as best I could when I was drunk. And so that person was actually my manager at the time. She was on the list. Now, the thing about this also is these people, you don't need to think about when you're actually doing the step 9 because some of these step 9s take a really long time. So don't even think about the step 9. Just think about, did I harm this person? Okay, so did you harm that person? And I did because they trusted me and I you know, I really didn't deserve the trust because I took that trust and I threw it away and I used their time while I was getting drunk but anyway, that was the workplace. And then there was you know, I had a dear friend who I never did get back to having as a dear friend because of my drinking, but I did make my amends, but she was on the list. You know, there are some people that you cannot make an amends to. Sometimes they're dead, right? Sometimes you're just not able to do it for whatever reason. I don't know, they're whatever. You can still put them on the list. You're just not going to be able to actually do it. You're just making a list of just people that you have harmed. You can go through that. You can go through your step 4. You can go through step 5, whatever, and go through it all and say, this, I actually did hurt this person. I'll tell you another thing that I did when I was first going through this. I said, you know something? I had this old relationship back whenever, and you know, my drinking really didn't hurt anything there, but I'd really like to start talking to this person. And so I'm thinking maybe I should put them on the list. And it was really just an excuse to have a conversation with this person. That's not being honest, and I didn't do any harm there. The key word is harm, the people that you have harmed. It is not the actual apology that comes next. It is just the people that you've harmed. And it is just a list. You don't need to get too emotional about it. I mean, it can be emotional because you're going through these people and all, but just make a list. That's all it is. Thanks.